What's up, genetics? Good name right there. All right, let me take this down just a hair. I'm blasting everybody. All right, there we go. Sweet. Oh, man, he got everything ready for Christmas. God, I can't believe it's 2 days away. Oh, my word. Switched up my RGB over here to be red and green. But today we're going to be doing building the best Linux distro. I've got 2 videos coming out building the best Windows version for 2020. And then this one's going to be Linux. So I'm going to probably take a lot of the actual scenes and stuff for today. Be making some videos out of it. So what's up, Kilo? Oh, man. I also redid some of my desktop. Been working on customizing this a little bit more. Yum, what's up? But I got theming, icons, redid some of that just to make it a little more sleeker, a little more flashy. And I've got it to the point where I'm like, ooh, I really, really like this build. And it's a little bit different than what I have on my stream PC right now. So it's a bit different. So good, man, good. I just got all my Christmas shopping done, ready for Christmas to hit. I just wanted to get some videos in the can so I can spend time on the family, because obviously I'm not going to be working on Christmas. So getting a couple videos done today. Shot my first video this morning. Still got to chop and edit that up, but I was going to take some of this stream and make another video with it as well. Not from scratch, Lago. This is going to be, the reason why I'm doing this one is just to show how customizable Linux is and just go from start to finish for folks, because a lot of people, I think, have issues with modifying Linux, and I want to explain a lot of the steps when I go through and modifying the system. So it might be a couple hours to do it. Nice. I love Manjaro. Manjaro is such a good entry point. And this video is going to go a little bit past that. Like, it just, instead of just saying distributions, it's almost like a clickbaity title, just because I want to get people to think about customizing their Linux. So, you know. So that's what we're going to do. I'll go ahead and kick this off. I mean, heck, let's just jump right into this. Come on over to the desktop here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to launch. We're going to go to our little Vile workstation, and we're going to launch into, Zen server. And this is we're going to do virtualization. So let's see what we got running real fast. Not much. I have nothing on this main Zen server. We're going to create a vanilla Arch and start building this thing out. Now, it's going to be Arch as the base. No surprises here. If you're looking to install any package, hey, that's going to be it. Thanks, Gab. 10K, man. Can you believe that? You know, I will say about 10K, I have had just a ridiculous amount of spam. Like, I got everybody crawling out of the woodwork hitting me up, which is a good problem to have, but at the same time, some of them are just like, dude, I can't take your business seriously. You're emailing me from gmail.com. Oh, yeah, big Windows 98 feel. Let's do it. I'm not doing Gen 2 ever. I did that once on one stream, and that's the only time I'm ever doing that again. Horrible. That was horrible. Shrink down into... No, I've actually increased the height of my desk. So let me just, there we go. I am tiny now. Not quite. I'm not doing Linux from scratch, so nothing too crazy. All right. But oh, I said 10K. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna do Arch base for this because if you want to install anything in Linux, Arch is like the easiest spot to start. So with that said, let's get into it. We're gonna create our new VM here, and let's go. Let's go base it off of. None of these options are very good, but I guess we'll just do Oracle Linux. Let's go. Titus Linux. That's what we're going to call this one. And we're going to build this guy out. We're going to do it off the Arch ISO. BIOS boot. Place it on the main server. CPUs. We're going to go with the full quad core. 1 socket, 4 cores, please. 4 vCPUs available. Let's go 6 gigs of memory. That sounds good to me. I think I got 6 available on this guy. Let's go back. Yeah. Server. It's greater than the physical. All right, well, I guess I don't have 6 available. We're going to go 5 gigs of memory. Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. And we'll continue flying through this. Let's go ahead. Give this 50 gigs. I got rid of Nautilus. It's still there, Gab. I mix it in here and there. But it's different. Like, this is going to be... You guys are going to look at this and go, oh my god. This is a little crazy. But it's nice. It's really a nice thing. I've tried out a bunch of different configurations, and this is my favorite distro combination. And you just can't get this out of the box. But damn, it works so good at the end. So, alright. That's what's going to be in our box. It's going to be 4 cores, 5 gigs of memory, because that's all I got on that server. 50 gigs of hard drive space. Everything else looks pretty good here, so let's create this bad boy. Build this out. All right, Titus Linux is up and going. Let's go full screen with this guy. Here we go. I should probably have done scaling, huh? Let's scale this bad. Let's scale it. Oh. There we go. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Ubuntu system, 23 megs. Ooh. I hate Ubuntu. Shocking as that may be for you guys. I do. The more I use it, I'm like, ugh, Ubuntu. Alright, so first things first on an Arch install, I like to, let me go over to my menu here. I do like to grab, I made a little script for this. Update the mirrors, because the mirrors out of the gate on Arch kind of suck. I get like 300k, which is no bueno. Yeah, it's this guy right here. I can never grab the, it's Archmatic. This little script I created. This whole project kind of sucks. I don't even use it anymore, but this file itself, I do use quite often. So, with that, actually, you know what? I might be able to paste. Nah, let's just get it. Just come back to our file. All right. Wget. Can I paste into here? I can't paste into here, can I? Damn. All right. Well, that was a good idea. Pacman S. Let's just grab Git. Ooh, Pacman SY. Grab our databases and then grab Git. And we'll just clone that. Whatever. All right. Yeah, grab us some Git. Unity desktop. Oh lord. Manual typing. Yeah. Alright, so we got Git. Now we'll just clone us some github.com Chris Titus Tech. I think actually that's wrong. I think I got caps in there. Chris Titus Tech Archmatic. Can't remember. I think I need to put HTTPS. There we go. Archmatic. And let's grab chmod plus a plus x 0. And then we'll just run that. Yeah, so this just grabs like the contrib package for the basic installer and then updates all my mirrors. So we'll do a cat of the mirrors after this, and you can see it should only be like 5 US-based mirrors. It should cull the server. So then when you're doing the updates and grabbing everything, it should be a lot faster. Manjaro Architect's really good. I actually made a book and published a book on Amazon about using Manjaro's Architect. I like Architect a lot. I think it's very intuitive. This is kind of like even more bare bones than that, though. So, all right. So if we do a cat etc pacman d mirror list, you'll see all these mirrors. Those are all pretty darn local. Like Rackspace is Dallas Fort Worth. That's where I'm at. So this is it just basically redid all my mirrors for the Arch install. So we're not sitting here like waiting for downloads forever. So now with that done, I'm still using Archify scripts because it's just so good, so stinking simple. Archify. All right, so then let's go ahead and set all this up. And come down to old US. I got a new keyboard too, guys. I got a more minimalist setup. If you hadn't noticed, I got a multi-device keyboard where I can switch between devices. So, works really good. I got invited on Gremlins by Drummer. You game later? Yeah! I'm game for that. You can run it in Wine. It's just an old SER file from Windows 98 dispenser. Read res dispenser. Somebody plays a cleric. So yeah, no. You can do it through Wine if you like. Actually, you know what? Let's not. On this, we're gonna actually use just DOS for the auto partitioning. And select partitions and install. Oh, what are you doing here? I think they messed up the script here. That shouldn't have been FAT32. Let's see if that does anything. Huh. That's interesting. Ah, well, let's see what happens. And let's go LTS. So here's the first instance of like the change. I like Arch LTS just because it's a little more stable. Doesn't change as much. Yeah, let's do a distro and then some gremlins. Oh, I do have neck pain. Dan. No, I totally do. That's me looking up at chat. So my monitor's like way up here. But this is like a 42-inch TV right here. So, I mean, it's like pretty much dead on when I'm sitting down. But like about every 30 minutes or so, you'll see me pop out of my chair, unless I'm being particularly lazy, and then I'll just go to a standing position. And I kind of like my chat kind of over by the camera too, so when I look over at chat, I'm actually looking at you guys. So that's the thing. Is like some streams, like if I watch a stream, I hate it when like the person's like all you see is like the side of their head. I don't like that. So that's kind of why I like to position the chat over by it. I kind of like the top down view too, for full screen at least. When I go chatting, I'll actually get up and be more facing the audience. Yeah, this is Arch LTS, man. So this is like my optimal distro that once you get it set up, I think would be better for pretty much 99% of the population. This is the best Linux distro. Clickbait. But yeah, no, for real, I do love this configuration. This is my favorite. Everyone's always asking, what D is this? What distro is this? And I'm like, it's kind of like a hodgepodge of stuff. So I wanted to make this video / live stream just to say, hey, this is all of what I use, and this is how I use it. So, all right, we'll go ahead and install firmware, sure. So yeah, this is the reason why I do those mirror at the very beginning, just so we can get decent transfer rates on actual firmware, Linux firmware. Such a pain. Shoulder cam. Oh, you guys would see this mess of cables I got in front of me. I don't think I can do that. Well, I do have like a whole bunch of extra webcams I could plug in, but needless to say, I haven't done that yet. Yeah. It's complicated. It's so true. That's right, drummer. Family secret. All right, we're gonna call this best distro ever. Keyboard layout. We already said US, but we'll go ahead and do that. Locale generation. This is always kind of weird. Like, let's go. It's always en-us down here. I just thought it was kind of a weird deal. Thanks for the follow there, Deb. All right, set time. All right. Go down to US. Central. Dan. Thanks for the follow. Ford Fusion. Thanks for the follow there, Ford. All right. What's the password? And generate fstab. Okay, did someone just create a bunch of accounts and just start hitting follow? That's what I'm thinking. Needless to say, thank you for the follow. All right, install Grub. Let's do that. Ace, thanks for the follow. All right, I'm done. I'm done thanking people for following. You get no more thanks for me. All right, here we go. So we're going to enable the DHCP. So we're going through. We've set the name. We've generated fstab. Just done some of the basic stuff. And if you want like an in-depth description, I made a video going over ArchFi. That's why I'm just kind of flying through this without explaining. Just because this is pretty straightforward. Now, I will deviate a little bit from that earlier video on ArchFi, and I'll go into that here in a minute. All right, we need Pacman contrib. And I always like using yay for AUR. This is it does take a little bit longer to download because it downloads the Go language and then yay. But it's a really good AUR installer. Trizen's also kind of cool. I like Trizen's colors a little bit better. When will I do a video on init systems and bootloader SF? I don't know. Haven't really even thought about it. It's kind of an obscure topic to cover, to be honest. But maybe soon. Most people just use Silicon. The problem with that is most people just use System D to cover most of all of it. And System D, by all intents purposes, works pretty darn good. And all those systems are just there and uniform across almost all the distros, except for like some of the obscure ones like Void and Gentoo and some other ones that you can opt to use something different than System D. But or you could do it on Arch too. You don't have to necessarily use System D with Arch, but I don't ever really deviate from it. So it'd probably appeal to about 1% of the audience. So that's why I don't really make a video about it. The king has spoken. There will be no more things today. I've been watching The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, I guess it is. And there's that one guy that Nick Nolte plays, the little dude. He always ends every sentence with "I have spoken." I love that. I'm gonna start doing that. Make a statement and be like, "I have spoken." Oh yeah, Phantoms. I need to make a video about that as well. That was one thing that I do have on my list to do, and that's because Disney Plus, also Amazon Prime Video, I think also has this, but they use Wildvine DRM to basically lock all their videos in point, and they put it to the highest level on the DRM, and that basically excludes Linux and requires you to run Chrome through Wine. So there's a couple little gotchas when you do that, but for the most part, you can tweak it. There's a couple settings that you need to do in the Chrome flags to make it doable, but nothing too crazy. I was gonna make a little short, like maybe 5-6 minute video. I couldn't imagine it taking very long. Oh, gotta have NeoFetch down there. And I'm just going through getting generic packages now, and going through like the file compression, all those types of things. So I'll fly through this as, again, I made a video about ArchFi. Oh yeah, just a PSA to people. I have enough points to make Chris.is dev on command whenever I want. Those channel points are cool, man. You get points for just watching your favorite streamer. You can use it. That's cool, man. I dig it. All right. Grab our little IP commands, trace route, and rsync, and all the good stuff. Merry Christmas there, Deb. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, Amazon Prime I think does work in Firefox. I think Disney Plus is really restricted. I think I don't know exactly if it's I don't need any of this actually. Let's go back to system. If Disney Plus plays on Firefox, I couldn't tell you. We've already done the kernel. Services. Nothing here really. Let's switch to Net Manager. I love Net Manager. Network Manager. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. Great. Got 2 more days. That's good. It came so quick this year. It came so quick. Just a ridiculously fast. I think it's because Thanksgiving was just so late. Alright, just flying through. This actually kind of sets up all the services that start when you launch into your Arch. So that's what I was doing there. File system, utilities. Typically, you want CIFS to interface with Windows clients. And SSH client. Yes. And then usually GVFS is also needed to interface with some of my file shares, I think, need GVFS. So it's one thing I actually grab as well. So this will make it to where we can connect up to pretty much all of our systems. All our shares throughout Windows, just generic shares as well. My Synology box, FreeNAS, all that. How many window managers did you try before choosing Awesome? 2. I tried i3 first, and then I tried Awesome. So, not many. Silicon, not many. If I'm being honest, 2, including Awesome. Yeah. Hey, I have no qualms. If you really want to know about window managers, DistroTube makes some great content. Some fantastic content. It's also in the name. Awesome. That's just great. I love Awesome. BSPWM. There's QTile. God, there's so many. There's so many. File system. Oh, it just came from file system. Sound. Let's grab some sound, right? We want some sound. Let's grab ALSA and Pulse. The one thing this didn't grab, if you're looking at the packages, that I would have probably wanted is Pavu Control. I love Pavu Control. It's just not in there. And honestly, we're not going to print anything, so I don't want to install cups. Alright, GPUs. This is just a standard. We'll just grab just the server. Just standard Xorg packages. That'll be able to display rendered stuff on there. Fonts. Grab our standard font packages. There's one more font package I'll grab after this. I do the basic font package, and then I also grab the Microsoft fonts through AUR. And, I also like to grab the Google fonts like Roboto and those as well. We'll do that after we get on desktop though. But we'll grab those fonts. Those are fantastic fonts. Font package as well. Oh, Scotty. God, we had a whole stream there, Scotty, about this specific TV. This TV drove us crazy. Like, I had an entire, 8-hour-long live stream about this TV, and it runs at 120 refresh rate. And it took us forever to figure that out. Like, for whatever reason, Randar, I figured it was just, it's nothing. It's got to run at 60 hertz, right? Well, it runs at 120 hertz, actually. And, it caused so many problems. So many problems with displaying it because it was kept cutting in and out. And I was in chat most of the time on the live stream. I'm just having PTSD thinking of that video. But, yeah, most of them work out of the box, Scotty. You just got to be wary of the refresh rates. Sometimes those can be a little weird. All right, so the first big option here in the Archfi install where we're going to change, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before on stream or in a video. And we're going to install Lxde Gt K3. This right here is a lightweight. Reason why I'm picking it for the base is because it doesn't have any settings. There's no settings daemon that needs to launch with Mate, Gnome, KDE. All these require a settings daemon, and if you launch that with what we're going to be using, it causes all kinds of shenanigans, which we saw in a past stream. So we're going to go GTK3 here. All this looks really good, and we could do PC Man FM. Nah, you know what? Let's leave it on there. Let's leave it on there. There's no harm in having an extra file manager. Thanks for the follow there, HGH. Merry Christmas, SZ. Oh, that's awesome, man. It's great to hear. Is it somehow possible to resize Windows in awesome floating mode with mouse only? Ooh, ACUD. Oh, Hikari could probably answer that. That's for sure. Yeah. LXQT is a better option, you say, Dukas. Well, we're not sticking on this. We're using it as a base. So this desktop environment we installed is just going to be the base. We're going to be in it for a hot minute, and then it's going to be gone. So, coming up. So, let's go over. And we're going to change all this, actually. And what we're going to do... I just messed that up, didn't I? Yes. failed because LXDM already exists. We'll fix that here in a bit. Applications, Office, Internet. You could fix up some, like your web browser, pick your poison in here. You got Chromium, you got Opera, you got Midori, which we're going to pick Midori just because nobody knows about Midori. And it just sounds cool. It rolls off the tongue. Midori. I'd install Firefox just to have everybody pass out, but Midori is just kind of a lightweight one. I like it. It's 30 megs in size. Dukas, we're making the best Linux distribution in the world today for 2020. I want everyone to know about this. It's just a great distribution, and it doesn't even exist. We're just building it all out. So multimedia, let's see what we got. You know what, I'm not gonna mess with all this, but you could install your graphics and dev. Let's go ahead and grab, let's go VS Code. You know what? Let's make everyone rage. Let's install VS Code, Microsoft Defender, and Microsoft Teams here at the end. Yeah, Midori is a good lightweight option. If you just need to jump on the net for like one or two things, and you're not going to be using it extensively. Since this is a VM, we're going to do that. Oh, it's the default in Elementary OS. Man, they must have made it look a lot better. Because Midori's kind of ugly out of the box. Much like LXDE is. Finally got my multimedia built and got a desktop where I can get it off the ground. Oh, that's awesome. Hi. It's a good feeling, man. Now, normally I would install a little bit more Gparted, but for this practice build, we'll do that. Recommended to choose one. Nope, not happening. I don't like the update in the GUI. I got burned once on that, so I don't update in the GUI ever. I'll always use Terminal or TTY, but I won't ever use a graphic updater. All right, Bash. Let's use nano aliases. I'd like to change this up a little bit. Let's just use, we'll use that. All right, PS1. I'm gonna go with a minimal. Yeah, that was good. Firewall. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with firewall. Accounts, users, add user. Titus. Let's do the, and we'll go back, add him as a sudoer, and system D. Let's go ahead and do some time and date. Enable that guy, and let's fix NTP. We'll go ahead and do fallback, but we'll do US since I'm in the United States. Pool.ntp.org. And that's good. And xorg generate. Oh. Grab US here at the end. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Alright, set our key map. Not supported, whatever. Probably don't even need it. And we already built Grub. Yeah, OpenBox instead of LXDE. The only reason I did LXDE is there's a couple settings I like to use, like LX appearance and other things. And LXDE is only like 100 megs. It's so stinking light that it's just worth it. It's just worth it. All right, we're looking good. I think we can go ahead and reboot here, guys. Let's see what we get. So we've set up this system, LXDE by default. Everything's pretty solid here. Now we're going to just kind of pimp out this base distro. So all this is a vanilla Arch, you know, install with Lxde on it. So nothing too crazy here. Very, very simple. But now we're going to make it look good. So we got this wonderful Lxde by default. So first we're going to go ahead and run through some of the stuff here. We'll go ahead and pull up Midori. And this is just like a very basic browser, but I like it just because I can do a lot with it. Still getting used to my new keyboard. That's weird. Come on. Why is this up? All right. GitHub.com/. Why does it keep popping over there? Do I have a key stuck? Huh. All right. Well, that's weird. Alright. Well, / I can't do a forward slash in this. I got something going on. Alright, we'll just go to GitHub. Weird. I'll have to look up to see what's up with that. And we'll go over to packages or users. Here we go. Arch install script. I mean, you can go ahead and do it, but you're gonna forget packages. You're gonna be looking all over the place for it. Archify just makes it a hell of a lot easier. I mean, to each his own. I had like a whole bunch of scripts I set up and got it all going. Then I was just like, well, why am I even bothered? Why am I wasting my time doing this? I'm not learning anything new by doing it, so why do it? So that's why. Take it easy, y'all. What do you think about the Spice client? For video and stuff, I always am fighting with a lot of the virtual machines and the display. I don't think anybody really does display all that well in VMs, to be honest with you. All right, so let's set this up. We'll get all our dependencies going. So we got all this. There's a couple more I'm going to grab, and I'm going to probably omit some of this as well, just based on personal experience. Again, use what you like. The best distro ever. So let's go ahead. Start out with Terminator, because you guys can't see this probably all that well, so we're going to have to do some Terminator action. Oh, Archify? Yeah. There's no Y at the end, by the way. It's Arch-Fi. Alright. And then let's go preferences. Oh, system tools, actually. And we're going to simply go into here. We're going to change some stuff just to make it a little more so you guys can follow along a little easier. Let's make our background a little transparent. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a lot transparent. Colors. I like green on black, a little more contrast. And then I am kind of a blind man anyways. I'm a big stickler for monospace though. I love me some monospace. Alright, that should get us pretty much to where we want. Except, you know what? Come on, you didn't do my transparency. Lxde must be having problems with that. That's okay. We're just going to have a lot going on the screen. So first, let's grab awesome. It's a dependency. Ooh, man, that's a lot. I don't think this actually helped at all. Making it so big. All right, Rofi and Compton is next. Let's grab Rofi and Compton. That font's too big. Monospace is great, though. I love it. All right, and then we need i3 lock. I need to edit this to be... I'm going to edit this after we're done here and edit some of this README to be more Arch-based. And Xclip we're not going to use. I'll use Flameshot. Flameshot for my screen, or actually my screenshotting for videos and stuff. I always use Flameshot. All right, and we'll use Gnome Keyring. This is actually the package name. It's not. There's no daemon on it, so yeah, fun fact. And then we need the styles. We're gonna do all the optionals as well, as some of these. X backlight for my laptop was really important when I got to that. And Qt5 styles plugins. I think this one actually is a little weird. Qt5 styles plugins. Oops. You know what? It helps if you actually do as a package manager. Ooh, maybe it is just, maybe there is a dash there. Nah. Crap, I can never remember that one. Yes. I just did Compton. Compton should give us the transparency. So we'll get there for that. Compton's installed. On reboot, it should be fine. Or do it. I haven't seen a better lock screen from i3 Lock. So all these settings that I'm putting in, it just depends. But yeah, I like i3 Lock. I think it's pretty cool, you know. Here we go. Qt style plugins dash git. That's I can never remember that package. I always, oops. Oh, I keep forgetting. All right. Qt5 styles plugins dash git. Or was it plug in? Oh crap, what is it? Style plugins dash git. Let's do a SYU real fast just to make sure we're up to date. I'm like spacing here. I'm sure this is the right spelling. All right, let's try it. Oh, I was putting styles. There's a plural. Blah. Of course, it's always some little typo. Did Chris make a video on how to install Xcp? Squad, I made an entire playlist. Let me grab it for you. Let's install that. Let's just go playlist. I could put it in chat for you. I don't know if I separated out Xcp exactly, but I do have a virtualization playlist. This should get you there. Look through this. I'll go ahead and paste it in chat for you. It's been a little bit since I addressed it. I was really into like system admin work when I first started the channel, as I thought, oh, you know what? There's just not very many good system admin videos. So that was like my main focus. So there we go. Squad, we're building the distro out. It's going to be Vanilla Arch, Lxde, and then we're pimping it out with the window manager and some other stuff. Yeah, it's a relic. Please excuse my camera presence, as still working on that whole YouTube thing. All right, so this is installing. You can exit that. So we've gotten that done, that done, that done, that done. We're not going to use Xclip. Roboto. Blah. Roboto is what we need. We're going to select this font and let's click. Oh, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like the fanciness of Google. It happens. That happens with Midori. That's the problem with using. I can't ever main Fedora just because it has so many problems as a browser. But that's okay. We'll just check the AUR for Roboto. Let's go over to Arch AUR. Old wiki. There's so much stuff in here. So great. So great. Roboto. And you'll see all these different ones we can use. So great. Popularity is usually what I sort by. But probably this right here. Let's go Google Fonts, actually. I bet Google Fonts, there's probably a really good package for Google Fonts. Yeah, here we go. TTF Google Fonts Git. That right there is going to get us a whole bunch of stuff. There's going to be so much stuff in there. That like clears out all our fonts. Like, so many people are missing so many fonts, and this is just really needed to make your system pop. So we'll go ahead and install Google Fonts Git, and we're going to do one for font, and we'll use Merriweather. It's a cool name, Merriweather. Yeah, I need to look at Ranger. I saw that today. Roboto font. He has abandoned his purpose. Yeah, when it comes to system admin work, like I still have a day job where I'm a system admin, and I'll probably hang on to that as long as I can. I mean, it's only 2 days a week, and I really enjoy the people I work with over there. So I'll probably just keep doing that for the foreseeable future. It's not like, you know, I'd have to, yeah. I've covered it in past videos, but, you know, it's not something, YouTube's nice, but doing it 5 days a week is not my ideal thing, but it's the same coin. System admin work, I've gotten so far up to where I had like senior system admin level, IT director, pretty much the top of the career path for system admin, and it was not fun. I hated it. It was not something that I'm like super interested in anymore. It's something that I love doing it in a small scale, but as soon as you step into big business, it becomes not very fun pretty darn fast. But when you're just handling like maybe 100 people, it's like, meh, you can do that in your sleep. It's great. It's not super time intensive, and it's a lot of fun. Let's go full screen with this so you can. That didn't help. let's change that font a little bit. I didn't anticipate the screen being so big. Let's bring that down a hair. Ah, there we go. You can actually see it. Operator mono. I'll have to check that out, Ace. Ranger, I'm going to check out as well. So good. What kind of boxes do you admin? Mostly Windows. A lot of people are like, what? No. Windows is my jam. I know way more about Windows than I do Linux. As funny as that is, since my entire YouTube channel is Linux. But I literally could make Windows videos forever and ever and ever, as that's what I have the most experience with. But yeah, like this right here, what we're running, XCP NG Center does not run in Wine. It doesn't run on Linux at all. But you're like, wait a second, you're on Linux. I know, but fun fact, this is actually streamed. This is an app stream. So I actually have a Windows server that I'm streaming a Windows app to my Linux box on. I don't put this in videos mainly just because it would confuse the hell out of people, and most people couldn't set it up. So that's why I'm like, and. But I did make a video about how to app stream. So if someone is so inclined and has an extra server 2008 or above laying around for Windows, you can go for it. Actually, yeah, pretty much any Windows server. You can go 2016 or 2019. Everyone has a disability. I have several disabilities, such as reading the chat often. Usually Hikari's just like, RTFC, read the effing chat. He's usually screaming at me every stream, because I'll go on like a rant and I'll be like sitting there just going crazy, and then I'll look up and I'm like, oh crap, I've missed like 20 lines of chat. Let me see if I can't catch up. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it though. I've only been streaming for a couple months. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the cool thing. Like, when you build your config files out, Stupak, is just sync them with GitHub. Like, I keep changing this configuration, and I just keep updating my GitHub project. Because this was originally a fork of a fork. As I was just forking Hikari's. Oh, and by the way, this TTF Google Fonts-Git is a giant repository. Holy crap. It's like a gig. It's a gig of fonts. But we're going to have every font we ever need, so we're good. What is the difference between Windows Server and other Windows systems? What's so special about Windows Server? SSP, I'm glad you asked. Are you ready for this? Windows Server doesn't have all the junk, all the tracking, all the telemetry, all the nastiness of traditional client Windows. It works, and it works quite well. A lot better than regular Windows. Everything's much more tested. There's a lot more Q&A that goes into it. A lot more quality control that goes into it. There's just so much that goes into Windows Server that makes it far superior than the Windows counterpart. So actually, Christmas Day's video is going to be Windows. The best version of Windows for 2020, and y'all are going to laugh at this. This is going to be a spoiler, so if you watch my videos, here you go. It's going to be Windows Server 2008 R2. People are going to be like, what? What the hell? You can't even buy that license anymore. And that's true. You can only buy it aftermarket these days. But it is like Windows 7 that is actually good. The Windows 7 by itself was good when it was released, but now it's a complete abomination. It's a pile of poo. It's horrible. It's extremely insecure. It has tons of telemetry built in. It's just as bad as Windows 10, if not worse. So that's why people are like, I'm sticking with Windows 7. I'm like, yeah, you're just going to get ransomware or a virus, bro. Have fun with that. Either upgrade to Windows 10, or you can upgrade to the best version of Windows, which is tomorrow's video, or Wednesday's video, and that's going to be Windows Server 2008 R2. It's so stinking solid. A good example, just to show you how much bloat Windows 7 has now. On a fresh install of Windows 7, it peaks around 40 to 45 gigs fully patched in a day. Using the same kernel, the same framework, you can take a fresh version of Windows Server 2008 R2, which is identical to Windows 7 when they started for the most part, and it fully patched is 20 gigs. It is literally less than half of Windows 7. That's how much extra bloat and crap and just the abomination of Windows 7 as it is today. Windows 7 in 2010 or 2009 is far different today than it was back then. Windows 7 is crap today. That's the thing, like everyone's holding on to Windows 7, remembering the glory days of it. Dude, those days are past. And if you hadn't patched your Windows 7, and let's say you're like, well, I'm just not going to run updates, I'm going to install an old version. NSA tools have been leaked in 2017. Tons of ransomware, viruses have been built for it. Literally, as soon as you put that on the internet, you're going to be susceptible to getting hacked. It's very, very, probably the most unsecure operating system. Nay, it is the most unsecured operating system out in existence. Anybody using 7 is just silly. That was my rant. Rant over. So yeah, so if you're stuck on Windows and you want to keep using Windows, I like to give people choice. You know, Windows 10 isn't for everyone. Everyone knows how much I hate it, but it's better than Windows 7. So you have Windows 7, which definitely don't use anymore. You have Windows 10, which, yeah, if you want to upgrade, it's an easy upgrade, but then you got like spyware and, you know, all the telemetry and crap that Windows throws in there. Windows Microsoft Store, ugh, horrible. And then you could do Windows Server 2008 R2, put the desktop experience on there, pimp it out a little bit, and you will have a system running faster, better, just overall than any other Windows system out in existence. So that's going to be my Christmas Day video. And then this video right here, as soon as Google Fonts ever finishes downloading, will be the best Linux distro of 2020. So I'm going to do kind of like a back-to-back. What about people still stuck on Vista? Just throw your computer away, SSP. that's just Vista for real. Get out of here. That was EOL, like, God, it was EOL like 5 years ago. Yeah, XP, Vista, all those are just garbage now. It should be in a dump heap somewhere. Put Linux on it. That's the best you can do. With a Vista computer, Vista or before, put Linux on it. There's nothing you can do with a modern thing if you got that old of a Windows running. Yeah, QA means quality assurance, yeah. They do QA on their business products. The servers still run pretty good. Like I said, I still maintain Windows server, and they do pretty good. I mean, not great. I'd much rather have a Linux server, mind you. But there's some things that, again, Windows only runs. I'm not delusional. I love Linux, but I know what doesn't work on it. And I understand people still need to use Windows for certain things, and that's okay. What icons are you going to use for your host machine? Ace, I'm glad you asked. Papyrus Dark. Oh, they're so beautiful. Look at this. This is what I switched out. Everyone hadn't seen this since the last stream. This is the Papyrus Dark. It's got like that minimal, edgy look and feel. Ooh, it's just, oh, it's sexy. I like it. I like it so much. Why are you building Ubuntu? Windsock. Good troll attempt. I'm not building Ubuntu. Get out of here. Get out of here. No. Oh man, yeah, Linux and BSD. I love both. Like, a lot of people talk about BSD as a workstation. I get all the time asked, "Hey, when are you going to switch to free BSD for your workstation?" I'm like, never. At least not in the near future. Until they actually get some software support and things of that nature, it's kind of pointless. However, that's not to say I don't like free BSD. BSD is amazing. And like FreeNAS is a good example of how awesome BSD is and how stable it is. It's a great operating system. So it's just mainly meant for servers. I mean, that's really where it shines. Oh, thanks, SSP. Glad you enjoy the videos. I love making them, man. Yeah, Drummer was around for last week's streams. God, it was so bad. Oh, no. Oh my God, did I run out of space? No way. Oh, really? No. Okay, yeah, I didn't. Let's rerun that. I was like, what the hell? Was this running on the wrong one? You know what? Let's eject that while we're in here. Let's eject this. And let's do some let's throw some guest tools on here real fast. 1 second. Momentary pause. All right. LSB, okay. Let's see what we got. SR0. Let's I don't think I have SR0 mounted, but let's make sure. Alright. Alright, we got that. And do dev SR0 to MNT. I'm just getting these things installed real fast. This is a virtualized environment. I was like, you know what? I didn't install the guest utilities. Yeah. It would help if I ran that as sudo. You know what? Oh no. All right, we'll grab this from the AUR actually. Never mind. Let's eject that. Don't need that. I forgot. Arch hidden business friendly in some instances. Yeah. Oh well. I thought I rebooted this. Yeah. Oh well. Let's come back. Let's rerun this real fast. Oh, actually, let's U-mount. Sudo U-mount. Actually, let's just do MNT. It should find it from the mount point. Mount. God, can't get my stuff right today. Better than last week, though. Way better than last week. All right, what are we looking at? All right, temp files is full up. How the hell did I run out of temp? Yeah, I ran out of temp storage. All right. Well, I thought this was after. I think this was post. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see. Let's give it a whirl here, guys. Let's go ahead and give it a reboot, actually. That was a hell of a lot of fonts. Over 2.5 gigs. That's kind of insane. But I like having fonts. Having a good font package, man. It's great. Those Google font packages that Git is huge, but it's worth it. You'll have way better font selection than you do in Windows. And we're oh god, you know what? We're still using LXDM. Once we switch over, we're getting rid of LXDM. God, it's such an ugly display manager. We need to make this look good. It's like my key thing. Like when I see a lot of Linux desktops, I'm like, God, that looks like something from the 90s. That drives me crazy. Like, oh, you're doing such a disservice. All right. What do we got? I think we can just, you know what? Let's just run the last yay. Let's see what we get out of that. Oh, please. No, it's not going to rebuild. It won't rebuild. No. If this rebuilds, you got to be kidding. Nope. Well, you guys know where to get the good fonts, but we're going to just grab Roboto. Roboto. Roberto font. Let's grab Roboto from the AUR. We'll grab it from some weird... We'll just grab this. TTF Roboto. Okay, that's what all we need. I just wanted to grab a bunch of font packages. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? There we go. Thanks for the follow there, area. TTF Roboto. Yeah, we'll just install that. Yeah, it's based off of Arch. We started with Arch, Lxde, and then we're gonna make this look good. Let's look at our HTOP real fast, just to see where we start. This is where we start. 250 megs. That's M for megabytes of memory usage. So yeah, this is gonna be very lightweight. Readjustment. All right. Yeah. Bam. Still cutting on my head. There we go. A little bit better. See? Did green and red. Christmas. Christmas colors. Oh, sometimes you gotta get up and stretch. This is probably my favorite review out of any of the product reviews I've done. Honestly, every product review I've done, it's because I wanted the product. There hadn't been one where I was like, ooh, you know what? I just want to review this product. I hate product reviews, to be honest with you. I just do them because I want free stuff. And this desk was the best. Out of all the product reviews I've done, this thing I love. It is like so awesome. All right, sorry. Enough shilling for Flexa Spot. But it is an awesome desk. All right, so we got this, we got that. Oops. What happened? Oh. Did I stop this? Oh. Oh. My bad. Function. So I got a new keyboard, guys. I meant to tell you. So this is my new keyboard. I can switch between all my computers with just one keyboard and not use like Synergy or anything. They all have their own wireless dongle, so it's like directly plugging in 3 computers or 3 keyboards. So I wanted to make more of a minimalist setup, and I'm still getting used to all the hotkeys on this thing. Flexa Spot. It's the L-shaped Flexa Spot desk. I think it retails for like $600. So pretty sweet desk, but it has like a little motorized function. Fun fact, I bought another one for my day job, and don't mount a computer underneath it. Bad idea. And if you do, mount it between both motors. I mounted a big old computer for, it wasn't this Flexa Spot, it was an upright desk, what I bought. And I mounted it right by the right leg on that motor. And it like completely messed it up. I like have to help it up now. Not this one. This one still works great because all my computers are back in the rack. But for the one at work, I did decide to mount it on the right side, and that was a bad idea. This is an actual Logitech K780. And you can hook up to 3 devices, including your phone, tablet, whatever. But I decided to do computers. So number 1 is my studio PC. Number 2 is my actual their PC. And then I also got the K7 or the M720 mouse. And this button here controls what computer I'm talking to. So between both these, I can just switch between one, or if I just want to take my mouse and put it over here, I can. It's really neat without using any external software. Sorry, I had to do a twirl. Messed up with my headphones. All right, getting back to this. And we got Roboto. Let's go GitHub. You know what? Probably want to do... no, we can do it here. It's fine. See how we're doing on our dependencies for our deal here. Material awesome theme. All right, so Roboto, Rofi, Compton, i3, we got all that. Got Gnome Keyring, got the styles in, Materia and Papyrus Dark. We need to get that installed. And let's switch over to that. Materia-theme, I think is what that one is. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and edit this. While we're on stream, let's edit this. And we're gonna go Gnome Keyring. And this is actually, I'm gonna just modify all this for, and Compton fork. We're just gonna call this one Compton as a font. And this was actually, let me grab TTF Roboto. Where are you at? Ah, hell. I think it was just TTF Roboto. Can you make a video on typing Cubes OS as a daily driver for a month? Euro, I tried Cubes OS for a bit, and it just drove me batty. I'm not saying it's not bad. It's definitely good for security. It's probably one of the best for security, but you have to know quite a bit, and fiddling around with like the firewall rules and how interchanging things are and using the clipboard. Even for someone of my skill set, it was way more work than I was willing to put in. I was like, I don't care about my security. I'd rather give a stranger on the street a passport than deal with Cubes OS for a month. Like, I literally hate Cubes. But I get why it's there. It's really, really awesome for security. But it is so not user-friendly. And learning it, getting in and out of it, it's a pain in the butt. It just is. This is actually using the Logitech Unified receivers, this keyboard and mouse. So i3, no, Materia theme. And this, I'm gonna put arch equals Materia dash theme. And this one is actually style plugins dash git. And we'll keep going here. So we got to get Materia and Papyrus. And the Papyrus, I like saying Papyrus. It just rolls off the tongue. Let's commit those changes. Just as I do this. And we're going to grab their little install script. They have a really good install script to this guy. It works in pretty much every directory. So let's come back into here. We're going to make this easier for everybody. We're just going to put all the instructions to install from Arch right here. And this one's going to be awesome. And Arch install TTF Roboto. This one's kind of a no-brainer, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyways. Rofi. It's the one thing that bugs me is like when someone makes something awesome, I wish they would just take a little longer on the documentation. Compton. So yeah, this isn't glamorous, but Arch install. This package is called i3 lock, not i3 lock dash fancy like it is in the other one. Xclip I'm not using. You know what? I'm going to remove Xclip. I'll leave it for now, actually. Ooh, Nightbot got you. Who got caught up in the filter? Oh yeah, Phantom. Windows Server is stable. It's not as stable as Linux, but it's a lot more stable. So Linux servers just, when you get in the server realm, it's a whole different ball game. But Windows Server is relatively stable. You still need to reboot it about once a quarter. So obviously everyone's like, oh, you should reboot your server every month probably. But Windows Server, you need to be rebooting, you know, fairly frequently. I've gone an entire year before rebooting a Windows Server before, and that thing ran like a dog. So, you know, but it didn't crash, you know, that's positive. But yeah, Windows Server is plenty stable, I guess. It's just not as stable as Linux. All right, Materia theme, let's get that installed. I think Materia theme, it should grab that. Yes. And I did grab this. Should install. Yeah. This right here is pretty awesome. Wget Q0 I don't think I can paste into this, but we're going to commit these changes. Dad Gamer, we're building out the best distro of 2020. It's the one we're creating right now. Yeah, I say distro, but it's really just a conglomeration of things that I really enjoy to make what I have on my screen. Right now, we've installed Base Arch. We're just grabbing some dependencies for Awesome for the material theme. And we have Lxde on here for the desktop environment. So Vanilla Arch, Lxde, and we're just grabbing dependencies. We're almost through that, though. And it's not on here. Let's go back into here. Oh. Hit the wrong button. All right. My copy paste doesn't work through this, but whatever. Oh, I'll go back in and fix this formatting to be code based, but we should be able to come into here, paste this in, and this should install the Papyrus theme. Yeah, Ace, that's right. Yeah, I mean, Linux, and that's the thing, is like when people are comparing like Windows servers, they're only comparing them to Linux servers, and it's just not fair. I mean, Windows is running on a monolithic kernel, and Windows servers run the best it can given that environment. And Linux servers just don't work the same way, and they're just meant for greater stability over a very, very long period of time. So both Windows servers and Linux servers are quite stable. Far stabler than almost any other desktop environment or, that you get put in. So it just, that is it. And honestly, I bet you could go a full year with Windows Server if you used Core, otherwise known as Nano, and then it changed names to Core, but you don't actually have a GUI at all, and that does increase its longevity by quite a bit. I've done a lot of Windows Server Core installs, and it's great. But most, caveat to that is you need a primary, probably like a PDC or another domain controller that has the GUI installed so you can administer it quite well. Because just having Core by itself, sometimes it's a pain in the butt. I've done it with just Core. Not to say you can't do it, but I regretted doing it. So where I was like, screw it, I'm going to throw another domain controller on with the GUI. So you need at least one GUI, I think. All right. We got Papyrus installed. We're looking good. How we doing on our thing? LX Appearance is already installed. KDA Spectacle is a screenshot utility that I don't use either. And X backlights for laptops. I don't really even need that. So I think we're good. So let's clone our config and put this on here. Windows without Windows. Oh, okay. Xclip for clipboard makes programs work together. Good to know. All right, we'll leave Xclip in there. Thanks for pointing that out, SEO. Merry Christmas, OG. If you want to change your mind, instead of sending me t-shirts and a Steam controller, I won't stop you. That's awesome. All right, we got that going. We cloned our configuration. Set our themes, which we'll do. We'll just pull up. I've had some issue with this. Let's see, preferences, customize look and feel. Yeah, we'll set our theme when we get in. Now let's go ahead. Drop this into etc environment. etc environment. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, drop that into there. So we got uniformity when we set our icon theme and stuff. What else we got? Read the documentation. We don't need that. All right. Surprised. Me not reading documentation. No, that's blasphemy. Heresy. That's never happened before. Oh, that was not what I was going for. All right. Full screen. And let's see if we can't go full screen with this. All right, let's give this a reboot and see what we get. Oh yeah, I did forget Xclip. We'll get Xclip when we get back in. Who needs a clipboard? Yeah, if you get the out of memory a lot, usually that's from your paging file being wrong. The paging file is really weird in Windows. In Linux, you have the swap and this. Oh god, I forgot. Got to switch this out. God, this looks ugly. All right, let's go. Awesome. We'll fix this real fast. All right, so we got our new setup. So here's our base setup with just some. Let's see. Oh, I can't use my hotkeys because it's what I'm using here. Oh, that's funny. All right, that's okay. We can use the plus sign. Or maybe we can't. Terminator. All right. And Terminator's still not showing. It could be also my graphics driver. We'll see. We'll get this worked out. Yeah, it's still working. All right. So we got the base install here. Let's grab Xclip. And then let's change our display manager. You guys saw how ugly that was. We want it to all look nice. So we already have LightDM installed. Let's go system. And we're going to disable LXDM. That's our LX display manager. And then we're going to do system control enable LightDM. And then let's install a different greeter because LightDM's not beautiful out of the box either. LightDM slick greeter, I believe. And that should get us going. Oh, yeah, the VM graphics driver. That's what's up. Yeah, I was about to say, it's a little laggy. It's not how it was when I did it. So yeah, it's the... Oh, God, I can't remember. Let's look at the AUR. Let's pull up Midori. Let's take a peek at the AUR. And I think we can do Zen. Let's see what Zen pulls in. Oh. Let's see Zen server maybe. Ah, Lxde Gt utilities. Thank you. Shoot. 2018. Ah, hell, let's install it anyway, so let's see what happens. 6.2. Ooh, how do you install? I guess we could use Alien to install a RPM. Well, not exactly. Not exactly what I had in mind. But sometimes I think they might use an old guest utility. Let's see. Database not found. Oh. Don't need all that. man, I'm having problems typing today. All right, that should get us the guest utilities for our hypervisor here. Ooh, you know what, actually? I just hit enter there, but let's go ahead and do that again. Let's grab the Git repository. I'd much rather work off of Git since this AUR is so darn out of date. Go pi and go are in conflict. Remove go. No. Never mind. We're not going to use Git. So much for that idea. Because go is what we use for yay, actually. So that would have ended up badly. Yeah, I love Slick Greeter. And I still need to do some customization here. I kind of bounce around, get ADD a little bit. But we're going to go in and actually change that. That failed. That's not that surprising. It's a really out-of-date repo. Let's just do an update too while we're here. Okay, cool. Also, fun fact, when you like do Pacman SYU or Yay SYU, look for it says searching AUR updates, and if one gets flagged out of date, it's best to remove it. And I'll showcase that here in a bit. But like making Arch stable is like one thing. Like when you look at my uname SR, I'm on an LTS kernel. Also, when you're installing stuff from the AR, don't install flagged out of date stuff like I just tried to do. That's also bad. But a lot of people think Arch is unstable, and really it's just people making it unstable. It's a really great distro. It's probably it is the best for packages and just overall compatibility with pretty much everything. And it just runs so darn good. But oh yeah. Let's fix LightDM real fast. Let's go nano etc lightdm lightdm.conf. And we're going to go ahead and grab Slick Greeter, which should be in here under seat. I messed with this on one of the live streams in past. And should be under seat in here. Here we go. Greeter session. And we'll just take this, put light, DM, slick, greeter. And let's see if there's anything else that we might want to change. Nah, that should be it. That should get us going. Hey, Ralph, afternoon, man. How you doing? So let's go on Arch, Arch, Lxde Gt utilities. I bet someone else has something here. So for Gt utilities, I think I can run an RPM file from Arch. I've never actually tried, to be honest with you. Most times I just let the AUR do it. But for this instance, we need to get these Gt utilities going so we got proper graphics support for the virtual machine. There's a couple ways to go about doing that. Oh, 10 days off for Christmas vacation. That's awesome. That sounds awesome, Ralph. Oh, man. I'm jealous. I'm just trying to get some videos out. Making the best Linux distro video here. And we should be able to get there here in a second. Yeah, this is an old, out-of-date one. No, I don't see anything on here. That's not gonna cut us. I think we'll install Alien and give it a whirl. Actually, well, you know when I say that, but I think we can actually run RPM file Arch Linux. I think there's a native ability to run this. I could be wrong though. This is gonna be bad. We're really starting to venture into uncharted territory, but it's a VM, so who cares? You know, I think I can just install dpackage and just install a DEV file right there, right? Has anybody ever tried that? I'm sure the packages are going to be all out of whack. That's the problem with doing that. Not to say you can't. But instead of just using the AUR. So use the RPM file as the source file. And extract RPM. RPM extract. Well, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be something new. Might actually create a video out of this. So I think we can just extract the RPM file. So let's go ahead, tab over. Drop our guest tools in there. Let's mount it, copy the RPM file over, and extract it, right? This is how you... this here, kid, is how you break Arch. Nonsense. This is just... I'm just doing what the AR does. Just without all the automagically. That's not a word. But I'm going to use it anyways. I like it. Alright. Let's mount dev sr0 to mnt. Only root can do that. Thanks for telling me. Let's do it as root then. And we'll go into the mount directory. Go into Linux. What do we got? We got a lot of RPM files. What we need is the guest utilities Zen store. I want to say. Huh. I think I'm going to grab the x86_64 RPM file. That looks good to me. Let's copy that. Uh, 7.11 x. And we'll take that over to home. Yeah, this is just for virtualization, guys. It's because I'm using Zen server. Typically this would be supported just fine. But this is pretty much, Linux is the same under the hood. We should be able to do an extraction on this RPM file and directly install it in Arch without the AUR. Should, being the last words. Yeah, if I would use QEMU, I would have been fine. Ah, well. I like learning stuff new, man. I like doing things different. Extract. I don't think I have that command. I think we can do RPM extract. Now, I've never used this. But in theory, well, I don't know what that did. I don't think it did a whole hell of a lot of anything. Alright, we're gonna move this into the build directory. And then let's get into the build directory and start fiddling around. Oh, I see what I did. Alright. Alright, look at this. Here we go. We're gonna do Lxde guest utilities. Yeah, etc and USR. Alright, that should do her. Let's go back one. Don't do a /. This could turn bad real quick right here. Alright, we're good. Yeah, we're fine now. Now, let's go over to our file manager. Oh, what is my file manager? Alright, build. Let's take a look. Init-D. So it's throwing a service in there. udev. And a rule for udev. That's it? That's all this does? Oh, hell. We can do that. We don't need an installer for that. Oh, yeah, Hikari. I saw that. That alias is awesome. Alright, what song is this, Ace? That's a good question. I kind of dig this song. Got a good beat. Where are we at? Oh, this is Reshel Legends. Zotox remix. Of course, that's what it was. Alright. We're back in. And what we're going to do is we're going to just... Well, let's just move this stuff, right? What's the worst that could happen? Alright. We'll just move. Let's sudo move this because it's going to need a sudo. etc to etc, right? And then sudo move USR to USR. Then if we go to etc, do a listing. Oh, hell. Yeah. Alright, well, I screwed that up. Nope. What's the command? I think a force, right? Yeah. Screwed that up. Totally messed that up. That's alright. I am having a brain fart on move. I can't remember the command for moving force. -F. I thought it was -F. Say, hey, just move it. Alright. Let's try that again. I guess we gotta put the -F before the files. Still won't allow me. Oh well. Yeah. Alrighty. Move star to etc. Alright, here we go. Just do that. And we're gonna need to do it as sudo. This is such the long way to do it. Oh, hacky. Oh well. Better be careful doing this. Oh, this could turn bad really quick. God bless. I almost want to just move all this back. There's got to be a quicker way. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's just do that. All right. Move. Force. Star. / into ... Oh, we need to do sudo. Thank you. Thank you for the / I was like, man, I am missing something. Directory not empty. How do we force a move into a directory that's not empty? It should merge, right? Why am I drawing a blank on this? I'm gonna read chat. Yeah, -R. I thought I did that. Maybe it's a lowercase r. It does not like R for recursive. Works for delete or remove. I just want to move everything from the current directory into one level up. You know what? I don't care. We're not supposed to do this, but whatever. I don't care. Look away. Just look away. I know what you're saying. I'm not even gonna look at chat. I'm not even gonna look at chat. I'm not. I don't care. We're doing this way. And if I broke my operating system, so be it. I'm gonna do what everybody's thinking. All right. there's a Kari. Oh. -- Oh, thank you, Silicon. Yeah, and Squad, and all you guys. So, whatever. We'll see. If I didn't completely break my system, that would be awesome. All right. And then I think we can just do system control status .exe. Let's see. Oh, etc init .d, and then we got that. So sudo. Probably should. You know, let's just reboot. It'll reload it. I'm like. No. I didn't just delete everything. It works just fine, guys. Look away. Look away. Oh. Alright, so we got light DM now. We got our awesome. And if we pull up... let's go ahead and pull up our Terminator. And we'll flip over. Virtualization state's not enabled yet. Let's see if we can't fix that. Let's just system control. I can't even remember the dang service name. I know it's an init though. All right. So. Stop. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna type enter. Sudo system control status .exe-linux distribution. Service not found. All right, well. On this version of Arch, it's not loading init. Damn it. I changed that recently. The keyboard's fine. The keyboard's fine. It's a good keyboard. I like it. I like having the minimal one keyboard. I'm gonna make it work. I'm determined to make it work. I need to load this initd service. Let's Google it. Celery D? What the hell is that? No, that's wrong. Oh, thank you, squad. Thank you. Glad I can make your day. Oh, lordy. Oh, right now, Odor, we're just getting Zen virtualization tools running on Arch. All the basic scripts and it's such an obscure hypervisor that nobody has it in the AUR. The AUR is like way out of date. So I have a guest utilities ISO. I took the RPM, I did an RPM extract, and then dropped all the files where they should go. And now I need to load this initd service, and I don't know how to load an initd service into systemd. And I don't know if update RC. This is pretty old. I think this is an old question. Yeah, 2015. And all of it changed. Oh, Hikari. Holy hell. Is that right? I think that's right. That's embarrassing. Oh, let's see. Start. Oh, son of a biscuit eater. Yeah, you're right. Of course he's right. When's Hikari not right? Yeah. Alright, we started it and enabled that. So we look at our general. And sudo reboot. This should at least reboot, and on reboot, this right here, virtualization state, should go ahead and go optimized. I think I have another one on here. What? Yeah, it should be like optimized 7.4 or something of that nature, but it's not there yet. So that's what we're trying to do. Once this goes, then we'll get back to the install and configuration. Best distro ever. How are we looking? Not good. I don't think that worked. Damn it. You buy it? Yeah, of course I do, Scotty. I always buy everything with minimal equipment. Who needs power windows or power locks? Or one of those fancy screens that shows what's behind you. You just back up and learn. That's how I roll. Yeah, enable allows the service to run at boot. In a perfect world, Ace. But the problem is those files it's trying to grab, not working so well. Not working so well. Like at all. Like let's go in here. Let's take a look at the script. Init D. And if we take a look, that's different. Really? Oh. I'm such a goob. I'm such a goob. Yeah, you gotta do the full path name, Chris. Durr. Oh. Well, maybe you just can't do the start like I wanted to. Alright, well. Let's get rid of these extra files I somehow created. And we're going to take a look at what's in this Linux distribution real fast. Shall I mail you the bills? I saw the plural on that, Hikari. Yeah, system control typically would, but when you have a manually loaded service like this, it just doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Virtualization state. Optimized. Yay. Alright, so we're optimized now. So, control that. Do we not install Compton? Compton should give us the transparency. Compton. Oh, no, we installed it. Alright, what else was I doing in here? Oh, you know what? We wanted appearance. Let's fix our appearance. Alright, so we're going to do Materia Dark Compact. That's my favorite color. Leave the same. This right here. Papyrus Light. Gives it that cool look. Mouse. Oh, dang. I wanted a mouse filter. That's good. See how I have the white mouse filter on this one? Well, I guess I missed out on that one. And then other. Alright, we're good. So, with this, we changed the look and feel. We have all that going. And now, let's launch into PC Man. So here's PC Man FM. You can see that. Let's go ahead and eject that. We don't need it anymore. I know, Hikari. I'm still waiting on those damn emotes. Twitch needs to hurry the hell up. I tell you. Compton and ampersand. Compton should, after installing, get ahead and go ahead and run with the, what is it? The startup script for Awesome. If you look here, let's go into cd.config Awesome. And go into configuration. You know what? We're going to install gedit. Cringe all you want. And then we're just going to go apps.lua. So we'll go sudo, or actually we don't need sudo. Gedit apps.lua. And we'll push this one to, well, let's throw it to workspace 3. And you'll see Compton is actually in here. Where is it at? Compton-config. It starts like this. You'll see that. nm applet-indicator for Wi-Fi. For Wi-Fi. And then just extra crap that we don't really need. We got our Gnome Keyring right there. I put Mate and KDE in there just in case someone wants to base it on that. Oh, that's pretty much it. Squad. Oh, no. No, you can't do the double dab. I need to put restrictions on those damn channel points. So, this is pretty much good. But let's go ahead and kind of showcase some of the different file managers. Let's install Nautilus. Nautilus. I'm trolling you guys now. Thanks for the follow there, Frosk. So, we got this going. We'll just go Nautilus. And this is the Nautilus look and feel. Oh, Ranger. Let's do Ranger. Yeah, you know. Hey, Ace has been hanging out. Let's do some Ranger action. I haven't even done Ranger. Ooh, that installed awfully quick. I think I'm gonna like Ranger. Ranger. Oh, look at that. We got an old school CLI file manager. Aha. Yeah, it's cool. So there's Ranger. Yeah, make sure you let me know when that happens. Dolphin? I for whatever reason, I hate installing KDE stuff. This KDE stuff installs a bunch of crap for some of it, like Spectacle and Kgit and some of those other ones. Sometimes it'll install like Krunner and stuff, and then it just ends up bloating up your install. So I've actually gotten off of installing most KDE stuff on my system, as even though I know the utilities and they're good utilities, a lot of stuff I don't like the mishmash that you get. All right, let me see. I'm gonna scroll back here. Actually, let's see. There we go. No, Gary. Yeah. So that gets the file manager going. Steam. We can install Steam. Let's go ahead and install Steam, just so we can see it. Yay. This Steam. It should grab a lot of the multi-lib libraries and things of that nature as well. And I think on Yay, I think it's actually Steam installer. No. Well, that's very interesting. Let's go back to our home directory. And let's grab Lutris. I always do Lutris before Steam, and for whatever reason, I never have problems after that. Thank you, Lutris team. Well, let's do an update real fast, see. That's weird. I thought the Steam package would be in there, but it's not. I swear, I just did this the other day. Oh, multi-lib. That's right. Blah. Of course. Okay. I should have known that. All right, so need to install multi-lib. I thought when you install Lutris it enabled multi-lib, but let's go into cd etc pacman. Oh. Actually, we need a sudo nano pacman.conf, I believe. And scroll down to multi-lib. Where are you at, multi-lib? We don't want testing. We'll just go regular multi-lib, write that out. And then we'll do an SYU. Then Steam will be there. I was like, no, Steam's gotta be there. Yeah, it is. Alright, now we should have Steam. Yay! Important. Remember multi-lib, kids. Oh, yeah. Well, Caesar, what happened was Steam needs the 32-bit libraries. If you remember that whole Ubuntu debacle when they removed it, and they were like, well, we're dropping Ubuntu support. That's what's up with that. Oh, my God. What's up, Sparky? 4 a.m. You're a monster, man. Oh, my word. You should use... Oh, yeah. Vim Tutor is a great program. I've actually used it SEO. I need to use it again because I've almost lost a little bit. Like, I know DD deletes a line, inserting. I understand how Vim works or V works, so I can get around V into exit. Usually I always do like Shift ZZ to save and quit, but I really should, instead of relying heavily on Nano, just go to V. It's just Nano's so user friendly and it's so easy for a noob to pick it up on YouTube. So I can't really use V in a lot of my tutorials, as most of the people following along and go, what the hell's this? And they would be much better served with Nano just because of the user friendly up front. But V is better. I will concede that for sure. Oh, that sucks, Sparky. Hope you can get to sleep, man. Maybe my soothing voice will put you to sleep. Yeah, Vim is the bomb. I mean, it really is. Now, what NeoVim is, I gotta install it. Let's see. I don't even know what the hell NeoVim is. That's the first I've heard of it. NeoVim. It's a thing. It's a thing. NeoVim. Alright, what? I guess it's just Vim. Huh. Vim improve. This looks just like Vim, so that's probably not it. Huh. Huh. Alright. Oh, it's NeoVim's Vim cleaned up. Okay. NeoVim's with good defaults. I was about to say, well, this is odd. It's a little different, but it's still Vim. That makes sense. I don't know how you could run faster than Vim. I mean, they're both so stinking quick. I couldn't imagine it. Dev hints dash Vim. Heck, you were there, Sparky, when I did the Vim tutorial. I think you were the one that sent it to me, actually. Alright, I'll click the link. Jeez, so demanding. So demanding. Ah, devhints.io/Vim. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, most of this I already had a good inclination on. The Vim tutorial is the really thing that really gets it, but you got to really use Vim day in and day out. And like I said, I just can't use Vim for tutorials on YouTube. It's not user-friendly out of the gate, and most people will get turned off by doing Vim. I get that it's better, but I just can't for videos. Do me, Max. Yeah, that was actually up in Sparky's chat. devhints.io/Vim. But like Vim tutorial, let's pull that up real fast just so you can see it. Vim tutorial or tutor. This right here is really good. So this actually gives you a little tutor of what to do, like HKL, all that. I actually still like to use the arrow keys though. Exiting :Q, so if you do :Q, or you can actually just hold shift and hit ZZ. That's another quick shortcut that I like. I to insert. This is really cool. So you just basically go through Vim tutor and it tutors you, so you can go, okay, there is missing text here. And then it tells you, okay, insert missing. This is missing some text missing from this line. And then there's little shortcut keys to skip around, basically. And then when you're done, you just hit escape and you're back. And then you're back to just regular. Do you want to do appending? You can hit A to append. And it just goes through. It's really neat. I love this. It's good. So Vim Tutor is really good. If you want to learn Vim, definitely do it. I don't ever use Vim in my tutorials just because, again, it's not user-friendly out of the gate. Most people are completely lost. Most people don't even know how to exit it. That's why you always see that meme. Hey, I exited Vim finally, because they just didn't understand it's :Q and then exclamation to not saving. But there's other little hotkeys and stuff. It takes some getting used to, but it's really powerful. It's really quick once you get used to it. It's just I can't be in it day in and day out. Trust you to stop and play at the insertion game. Dad joke for the win. Although that was kind of an edgy dad joke. Yeah, I mean, almost anybody that knows Vim prefers it over Nano. Actually, I'm sure like 100% of the people that know Vim prefer it over Nano. So take Vim Tutor and go with it. I might make a little video about that, because I think some people are curious about how all that goes. As far as this right here, though, like the whole purpose of today's live stream was just kind of getting in here, installing the perfect distro, getting all this set up, and let's see what is our HTOP at right now. Yeah, so by doing the Lxde as the base, with all this in here, it's at 289 megs of memory used. That's pretty stinking small. So it's kind of amazing. But this is what I would use day in and day out for most of my distro. Building the perfect distro in 2020, I would use Arch as my base because you can install pretty much anything in Arch. You can install almost everything through the AUR packages, whether it's on RPM or a deb package. Almost all of them are in the actual AUR, but it's kind of weird that today's video I ran into this obscure hypervisor that I use didn't have an up-to-date AUR package. That's kind of a bummer. So we actually did a manual install of a RPM package using RPM extract. So that was a little weird. But other than that, I mean, this is a really good setup. I love this setup. There's almost nothing I would change about it. It's fantastic. So that's my ideal of what I think is the best distro, which obviously starting out, you guys remember how ugly that was, but now we can just end our work session, restart, and you'll see on startup, you got that nice, sleek interface for the starting up, and it looks good. Yeah, you can take apart deb and RPM packages. That's what I did in this video. I just used RPM extract to grab the latest stuff for my thing. So there's a nice little slick greeter that we have. I might change up the slick greeter a bit, add like a background. Let's do that. I'm kind of curious. I think we can add a little display picture in the background, make that look a little better. Please tell me you're aware of the Star Wars Telnet server. I did not know there was a Star Wars Telnet server. Sounds awesome, though. I am not aware of it. I got stuck moving a cursor. Hit escape, squad. So remember, like with Vim or V, either one, they work the same way. Just Vim has more functionality. But with that V editor, you have insertion, you have deletion mode, you have all these different modes that you get put in. To get back, think of you get put in a mode, you hit escape to get out of that mode. And then from that screen, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. To quit from that non-mode, you know, when you hit escape, you can hit the :Q to save and quit, or you can do :Q exclamation to quit and not save. Another hot key I use all the time is I hit escape and then I just hold shift and I hit ZZ. And that just gets me out of the V altogether. A lot of times I'll just go ahead and insert a quick package and then be done. So. Tau. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. It shows like the whole Star Wars thing, Sparky, in Terminal. It's really cool. I was like, damn, somebody had so much time on their hands. That's nuts. Yeah, Shift ZZ is just so quick. Oh, I did not know that. You telnet over IPv6. That would do. That's awesome. I don't have IPv6 enabled over here. That's really cool though, Sparky. Good night. Here, I can do it real fast, so everybody can kind of see. Oh, let's see. What was that command? Let's see what we got. tal.blinkenlights.nl. Ah. Yeah, here you go. This is awesome. IPv6 has extra scenes and extra color support. That's great. Yeah, it could save the wrong thing or you're saving. Yeah, I get that, SEO. So true. Oh my god. Alright, Sparky. I probably should have gone this way, man. I cut off half my arm. Cringe. Cringe for the win. You should have waited. All right, I gotta change the dab. I gotta change the tab to something. Yeah, you gotta double dab because I went the wrong way with it. Actually, my camera moved a bit, and there we go, a little more centered. So this goes through the whole movie, doesn't it? Does it not, Sparky? I think it does. I've never gone past, like, I think the first scene or two. And I'm like, dang. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it does the whole movie. That's crazy. What's even more crazy is someone actually watched this entire thing. I mean, it's cool, but I think they could have gone like 10 minutes with it, and you would have covered like 99% of the population. Oh, Ralph. I love it. Yeah, so that's just it's like you're a dad. I mean, I get it. I am too. Anything to make our kids cringe in public is awesome. Like, just embarrassing them is the best feeling in the world. I love it. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, all right, so I'm going to shut this VM down. I just kind of wanted to do this just to kind of showcase that to make the best distribution really requires you to get in here, install all the components that you want and need, whether it's a file manager, display manager, and once you do and you figure out what is best, what works for you, it makes Linux. It's awesome. So whether it's Ubuntu, whether it's Arch, whether it's Fedora, whatever it might be, when you really start to customize and get this far in, God, it just becomes so awesome. Like you can't even imagine going back to a stock distribution anymore. I sure as hell can't. I'm over stock distributions now. Even stock desktop environments I barely can do. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, what do we got? It's 2:15. We've been streaming for a little about 2 hours. I started about noon. And you know what? I don't really need. Yeah, you know, I might come back to this one day. Nah, let's delete it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave it on there. You just never know. We got some weird things happening. Tiling managers with app streaming, not the best. That's what I got going on. This is an app stream from a Windows box. But let's drop that down into there. Go ahead and quit out of this guy. And we're done. There was hardly internet. Hey, Scotty. I remember both grade school and middle school, we didn't have air conditioning. Which wasn't a big thing. I grew up in the Midwest, so not Texas, so it's not as bad as you think. But I remember middle school and grade school, it got hot, especially during the summertime or right when school started. Arch, this is awesome. Awesome window manager.